Hello and welcome back to Kelly60 Plays Xenoblade Chronicles X. Last time, we defeated Glennar and learned that they had murdered Nelson's team. This time, we head back into the... and unfortunately had to meet the worst creature in the game. And I do not mean the Thrones, because at least you can kill them. But the worst creature is Tatsu of the, in this game, Nopon tribe? Sorry, I keep forgetting what it is. Just because I hate. I'm also not really listening to the in-game stuff. But anyways. Oh, wait. Yeah, as I said, over there is level 30. But, just saying, the environmental stuff in this game are fantastic. And gorgeous. But anyways, our next destination is back in New LA, so you'll just swift travel. What points the follow ball if I can just warp everywhere, Tatsu? Answer me that riddle. But anyways. Oh,
Damn,
no.
losing Nelson's team is a real blow. But the fact we're not the only visitors on this rock is even worse.
They made it clear they want all humans dead. For all we know, they may be related to the forces that destroyed Earth and followed us here.
Wonderful. I'll report this to Secretary Nagi. See if we can't bolster our defenses. Just one last thing. What the bloody hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
It's actually a potato.
Tatsu, not turnip or potato. For last time, Tatsu is not food. Now, on behalf of Planet Mira, Tatsu welcome all Earth people and offer a friendly treaty of friendship.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, we were thinking he could be a good source of general intel about the planet. Exactly how useful that'll be remains to be seen.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. Friend's totally safe now that Tatsu is in town. Tatsu watch over and protect friends. Especially weak, pathetic Lindley with her
Actually,
thin,
that's
bony
weird.
wings.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the actual in-game, the capture log, and it's like, it's barely about maybe a 5-second delay for this. And it's like, for my GameCube stuff, this, and some of the other consoles I have, this is more like 5 seconds, and it's impossible to play those. This is a second. I could probably play the entire game through here, but I'm not going to do that.
Agreed.
Tatsu got agreed. Friends will want Tatsu along. Friends need Tatsu along.
How so?
What? Well, that, of course. This planet have many helpful Nopon that Tatsu can talk to. Other Nopon can share information for friends.
But here is, about the
That right.
useful is the other Nopon of the,
Nopon can be difficult. Most Nopon never trust friends
most
or even
Nopon
talk to
don't like
friends.
you. Then we got the worst one in the
Nopon
bunch.
love Tatsu. Tatsu used
Oh.
smooth talk and winning personality to get friends good info.
Oh, I thought it was they didn't like
Tater
Tatsu.
Tot has a point.
Uh-huh. More like an ulterior motive, if you ask me.
Tatsu perished the thought. Tatsu intentions are pure, Linley. Pure as snow. Linley intimidated by Tatsu's strength and smarts. But do not worry, Tatsu is true friend.
Strength and smarts, huh? That's really not what I'm worried about here.
All right, then it's settled. Small Fry here will accompany you three out in the field. After all, we can use all the info we can.
But anyways,
Seriously?
so
We have to
now
babysit this thing?
we actually have to do a little of
Pick
the
them up.
farming situation
Really wanna leave him with another team?
because unfortunately
Unless we were invited
I
to
have
the
yet
meeting.
to explore any of Primordia, which is the first area we've been
Already
to.
getting along like peas and carrots. He can be
And-
your charge, Lynn.
We kind of need that to go into the next chapters.
Not funny. I've got my hands full out there. This is so unfair. Back me up here, would you, Elmo?
I'm sure Elma has no objections.
Right. As you say, Commander.
Done and done. Welcome to Blade, Tater.
Oh,
Counting on you.
I'm more with Lynn. Why? We don't need him.
Oh, one thing Tatsu forgot to mention. Nopon are pacifists, so friends need to defend Tatsu. Keep extra super safe in any battle.
That is BS.
Tatsu, VIP diplomat, after all.
And why am I not
Oh.
surprised? So much for him watching over and protecting us.
But the story mission is now complete. And with this story mission complete, now the tutorial's done, and we can finally start doing other things. And now we're back to another cutscene. But
So,
now,
Luke, feel like
one
you're
thing we
starting to
can
get the hang of
do
things?
is start asking other characters to help us
Of course you are.
in the field. So
Into it like a fish
now we
to
can
water,
ask like
just like you
Arena,
Commander said.
Gwen, or Doug
Just
to
the
join
same,
us in
let's review the key points, and I can
fights
fill in some
outside of
ideas.
the town, so that we can
It's top
maybe
priority
not die.
right now is to secure missing
Or have
pieces
game
of the
overs.
life hold. You remember that much. Countless people are frozen in the life hold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the life hold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat. Intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying
But
to
now we
destroy us.
also
So,
get
our
help
search
with
has new
other
urgency.
players technically,
We need to find
because
and
now the
retrieve
scout
all of the
console
life hold ASAP.
actually works, and we can use
And the best
our
way to do that is by
them
expanding
to
the
help
reach of
in
frontier
any way
life.
we should need help with.
The more
Mainly,
probes we can
in my
install,
book,
the wider we can scan.
gain my
And the
level
faster
high
we can
enough to
find bits
where
of
I'm
the
not
life hold.
dealing with issues.
So our primary focus
Now
going
note,
forward
higher
will
level
be to
ones
travel around
also
Mara
have
installing
come with
data
their own
nodes.
baggage of,
As many
because
as
they're
we
so
can,
high
as
level,
fast as we can.
yeah, you're gonna
Can't
have to
stress
fetch a
enough how
pretty
important
penny.
this is.
You are scouting them
You
after
still
all.
with me? Good. Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with. Hostile indigents. There's no real delicate way to put this.
Oh, and if you're wondering why Elma
Wildlife,
seems to
which
not
is
have
a
any
clear
of
threat,
the
must be eliminated.
the newly equipped armor from last time, I swapped
The life hold is our
same
future,
way
but we
with how
can't
some
ignore
of the
present.
items are on me.
We still have
It's
our
through
duty
the
to
fashion
keep
gear.
Luella
So,
safe.
or she'll have her normal
Sometimes that
outfit
duty
design
requires
as
enacting
I swap
coordinated
out
strikes
actual
to solve problems
armor
before they can do real harm.
normally. So, I figured I'd just put that out there if you're wondering.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. And they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us. And we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves. Only Blade HQ can choose targets. And they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get
And
built
here's
into
where
mission control like
the
your other
true
missions.
multiplayer aspect
Rather, HQ
technically
transmits
goes
details
in
to
terms
all
of
players at the same time.
the MMO
They want as many
mentality,
people
other
to know
than,
about them
you know, the
ASAP,
missions I was
so they
talking
can be
about for
taken
the
care of ASAP.
multiplayer console that is in the Blade Barracks.
I'm sure you can imagine that these missions aren't your
Every-
run-of-the-mill little fetch quests. It's Not the kind of stuff just one or
as
two
you
players
stay
can
in
do.
a squad
That's why
and
squads
stay
can
online,
maximize
because
32
this game
members.
does, at least early on for me, had a
And it's why
hard
we ask
time
players to
actually
sign up for
staying
the
connected.
We can't have
With
delays
less
to
players
the
now,
chairs
it's a
without
little
these
easier,
emergency
but you
exits.
can work together in what are called squad tasks and squad missions.
Just remember,
These are, as they're
squad
explaining,
missions
are
are not mandatory.
kill
You don't
quests,
have to drop everything
collect
you're
a
doing
certain
just to take them
item,
home.
and you'll get a reward for it. It's
HQ has
typically
no
known
rule
as
that
reward
everyone
tickets,
is
which
up
you
to
can
the
also use in the same
decisions.
terminal,
If you're busy with
which I'll be
something
showing
else,
off in a
they'll
few
understand.
once this cutscene's over. With,
They need
and
to
I'll
trust
extend this
people
part a
like
little
you.
just to show what I'll be doing,
So far, so good.
especially since, however, there will be a live stream
The basics, right?
later today, since today is Monday,
Search for the missing piece
where
of the
I will
puzzle.
actually do some
Data
leveling
used to expand frontier
and going
networks.
around and completing other
Squad
missions that
and
are
keep us safe.
required for the chapter quest. But I'll show that off why we can't really do that yet as well. And also
Good.
increasing my blade level by doing other quests and affinity missions, because
Turned.
as we know, field skills are important to in terms of getting items, experience even. But some of the probe
Alright, now
sites
let's
are
move on
at
to the
higher
levels.
levels. Granted, you can't reach those the level 5 ones, all the level 5 ones, but you'll need it.
Real bad. Lily can show Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, your room is right over there.
Oh, it looked perfect size for Tatsu. Wait, what? Tatsu know what that is. That refrigerator. We'll go in there to cool off.
I guess you are smarter than you look.
Well, Tatsu not want. Wait a minute. Tatsu see what Lily did there.
As I said, I despise Tatsu. Cutscene to cutscene to cutscene. My god. Ow. The farm boy joins up, I believe is Gwyn, if I remember correctly. I'm not updating anything. Now, obviously, that will change throughout everything. These are all characters that can now be in the party. Arena, Gwyn, Doug. Now, there are more characters. Obviously, you have to complete certain aspects so that you can get them unlocked. But here, this is the network console. This allows you to do things like collect division rewards. I'm gonna get that supreme bonus because you can change your thing here. Global nemesis to get battle points and reward tickets. Lots of items here that are useful, especially if you don't want to have to do what you actually need to do to get some of these items. Affinity missions. Now, granted, you can't always do them because of certain things like leveling and the like. Can I even do any of them? Nope. I'm not at level. Okay.
Let's head out. Okay, let's move out.
I'll try to keep Lynn and Elma, for the most part, in my party during these points. I might swap them out for other heavier leveling, but that's also due to the point
Need
of the
help
matter
with
that
sharp.
Leveling can be a little nice for them because especially they are in mission, a part of mission, so that's a point. Okay. But another note, as I said, you can't do anything without completing some of these progress requirements for a chapter. I do not have a survey rating of 15% for Primordia, and I have yet to finish Professional, which is essentially helps you with getting to 15%. So, however, now we can start increasing the mission stuff for each character. And segments updating it for to show you what they want you on the gamepad. And this is blade level basics. Just for help. Yes.
Wow.
Congrats!
You get hollow figures. They're not really useful unless you want to display some of the cooler ones that you get, but those are also dependent on a coin toss of a drop, so that's not really happening.
Which skill?
Which it makes sense. But we are going to be primarily basing most of the focus on mechanical first. However, it is possible to get all three increased, so don't worry about that. To their highest respective levels. I'm registering that so anybody can register. Oh. And now we can scout anything. We can go all the way to level 60 if we wanted to. Go say to Shield Trooper. And they're probably wielding dual guns and a sword. And if you're wondering, yes, this is one of my own actual files. This is actually my own personal file from earlier in the game. This is a fully completed file that this character is from and has literally everything. But do note, I can't even recruit him because for the full 30 minutes because he has $97,000 worth of requirements to even get that. But now we can also start really using things like this, which allows us to manage AMs. which, just so you know, you can increase all. This also helps when purchasing stuff in the thing next to it, we can get more items. Now, do note, items do actually change depending on what you're using. Obviously, the Sakuraba Industries also profits off my actual use of their weaponry and items, so that's why I automatically get decent geared in that sense. But saying if I want, say, a better weapons and stuff, you come over here. Longsword. Are the Slayers better than what I currently have? Stabilizer. But the titanium sword is actually better. Okay, I want that. Wow, I'm already at assault level 3. That's actually probably cooldown. Has lower ammo, has a little worse TP, but is actually overall better. Okay, I think I'm good here. But anyways, due to showing off everything I want to, we'll pick up later today at approximately, I'll probably say 2:30 to 4:30. We'll pick up with some more leveling and increasing more of the skills required to go into the next story mission, as well as increase levels so that we can equip better armor. And that's pretty much it. Start seeing about getting more party members in so that we can deal with have an extra hand in fighting. But that will be later today at probably about 2:30 to 4:30 over on Twitch. My Twitch handle is KillDeo60 by itself, so if you wish to watch that, please join. But anyways, the next time we actually do some of this, we will most hopefully be going into Chapter 4, which we'll be going into Noctilium. But also during that live stream, we'll not only be doing survey stuff for Primordia, but we're also going to be heading into all the other areas of the world so that we can have up to a point where we can get another, a fast travel point so that we can just head there right away. But also those other areas are good for leveling because they are roughly higher to lower level than at level or higher, so that we can continue on getting levels quicker. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and maybe I'll see you later. But I'll definitely see you next time.